everybody to another episode of your Ad Skills podcast, where we are fighting the good fight against people who have not got leads, and we are their heroes that are delivering those leads in ways and at costs which they heretofore would not have believed were possible. And in that fight against the crime of not having enough leads, I'm thrilled to have Greg Cardinale here to take us through, because if you talk about superheroes, he did not know this. This is not his introduction, trust me. But if you're talking superheroes, Greg is all about it. Greg, in all seriousness, is one of our fantastic media buyers here at Ad Skills Pro League, and he's actually he gets his 2-time badge on the podcast, because in this series we're catching up with people to see where they're at, find out what's going on with them, and also to ask them about some of the things that they see going on in the industry right now and what they've got their eyes focused on. So I'm really looking forward to this series and this conversation. Hey, Greg, can you just give us a little 30 seconds? Welcome to the podcast. Tell us about who you're doing media buying for, what your specialities are, and we'll start from there.
Okay. Thanks for the intro first. Very good intro. Thank you very much. And hello, everybody. So my name is Gregory, and I work in the European French market, as you know. And most of my clients are coaches, consultants, experts in their field, and they need, for most of them, a lot of calls, booking calls. So that's primarily what the service that I provide to my clients.
Yeah,
I've got a background in programming, so I'm an ex-geek, and now turned marketer.
Yeah, and it's always fascinating to me to understand where people came from, because as I've often said in this podcast, right, not yet. Hopefully there are little excited 6 and 7 year olds listening to this podcast right now and thinking, I can't wait to be a media buyer when I grow up. I want to be a superhero of lead getting. But none of us did. Of course, it didn't literally. Media buying in the online sense didn't exist, which is really interesting. But that getting calls, getting appointments is probably one of the top 3 like core skills. Like if you can deliver calls to a client so that they can have a sales conversation with somebody, that is a skill that is absolutely in demand. And I'd be very interested, like, to start there in terms of asking you, Greg, what mistakes do you see people making when they're trying to develop campaigns that are specifically designed to get some sort of sales call or discovery call or a triage call, who knows what you call it, but ultimately we're trying to get a call? What mistakes do you see people making?
I think that a lot of mistakes that they make, they try to go for the call maybe too fast or too quick. Not sure how you say, but they forgot to warm the traffic, to make it ready for the call. But a call is something important. You have to speak to someone you don't know. It's difficult. It's time consuming. And it's a great commitment. So we need to warm up the people. So for example, I like to use I use Facebook ads mainly, but I'm learning other channels thanks to AdSkills courses.
Thank you.
And it's a great strategy to warm up the traffic with other assets like videos, blog posts, things like that. So they get to know the person before asking for a call. That's the same thing with webinars. I got a lot of clients who use webinars, to pre-sell for the call. That same thing. You need a big commitment to stay 1 hour and a half in front of the computer, listening to someone. It will be a pitch, so it's difficult sometimes. So I will say, trying to warm up the traffic. Don't go for the call too fast.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
also,
Yeah, because I imagine each client comes to you and says, I want you to target these cold markets that have never heard me before, and I want you to get calls for me immediately. And maybe in the old days, maybe that the top of funnel direct to a webinar or direct to a call worked in the old days, but now here
it's more
in
difficult.
The current time, that's not the case. So what can you give us, what are a couple of examples of moving them from that, say, that top of the funnel to where they know they've got a problem, but they don't know you at all, right? To getting them ready to a call. What are some of your favorite sort of campaigns and techniques to get them from, I don't know you, as we say here in Australia, from a bar of soap to, hey, I'm ready to consider having a call with you. What are some of your favorites? I'd love to know.
Yeah, so we work with temperature of traffic, so something that a lot of people know, and I like to work with the client on hooks, So I will talk to the people with a specific hook. So we map out this kind of layers. So 1, 2, 3 layers. So maybe top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel.
Yep.
And starting from there, we try to use how to say, media that will speak to the end user. I like to use videos when it's possible, because especially on Facebook, it allows to create audiences that we can use to retarget people and to also create lookalike audiences. Until now, at least. So that's a great strategy for warming up the traffic quite easily. I would say that one important thing is to think about the hook that you will use. So it implies that you know your target customer very well.
Yeah, having that hook is absolutely key. Are you finding that, like, are you finding that, is there something at the very top of the funnel that tends to be working well? Are you getting people to watch videos, or is it lead magnets? Is there something specific that have you got a favorite that you like to start out with?
Yes, videos. I like to use videos. Videos are very good. But in my experience, maybe it will change from one media buyer to another, but in my experience, it works great because, as I said, video is a great way to communicate a lot of things. We see you, we hear you, we know, we see your, how do we say, I won't be able to say it in English, but
say the word in French or Italian, and our French and Italian listeners will.
C'est en fait tout ce qui est non-verbal, le non-verbal.
Right. Yeah.
You understand? Yeah.
Yes.
All the things that transmit through the video, but not words. Not the words. All the things, your gesture.
With a video, you've got, and literally there's a lot of fascinating science around this. If you're reading something, if you think about the bandwidth, right, of what's being communicated, it's literally it's reading something is very low bandwidth, and that's great for your conscious, because we can only handle about 16 bits a second as a human being. However, our unconscious systems are actually designed to handle millions of bits.
Yes, exactly. I heard something like that.
Right. So this is what Greg was saying was that this is the fascinating science, right? Is in a video, you are, and this is why it's important to think about all elements of the video and the hooks and the emotion of the video, because while what you're saying is only about 16 bits of information, that's all they can consciously take in. And when they're reading something in a report, that's what they, and that's why reading is great, because if you've got somebody's absolute attention, absolutely reading, they're getting that information, which is great. But if this is top of the funnel, you can communicate literally millions of bits of information by what you're saying, the attitude in which you're saying it, the environment in which you're saying it, right? That even though they're not consciously taking that in, there's a huge amount of, when you think about it and when you plan for it, sustainable information which is coming, which people are able to process at a subconscious level. This sounds like a whole bunch of woo-woo people. This is not woo-woo anymore, right? This is absolute science, right? It's a fascinating area, and it's a really good, and I'm so glad you brought it up, because it's such an interesting, and that's why video at top of funnels is a pretty darn good, because even getting somebody to read something these days, right, requires a bit of a commitment, right? It requires a commitment, or to download something requires a little level of commitment. But a video,
to download the checklist, something like this, but all people are very quick, fast. We are,
which is why
so,
I wonder,
as I said, sorry.
No, I was just going to wonder that I wonder if that's part of the success of, say, Instagram stories and Facebook stories
of all kinds.
And frankly, TikTok, which we're all very excited about here in Ad Skills, because the numbers don't lie, in terms of the number of.
I think the voice as well, maybe just audio, is powerful for that. And as I said a lot to my clients, it's their main USP, unique selling proposition, because it's how you transmit information, and nobody can take this from you. You are the only one. So it will attract people that ultimately can become clients.
Yeah. Absolutely, it's
I love this kind of top of funnel media. Yes.
No, it makes so much sense, and particularly when ad networks are potentially taking away tools like targeting and things like that. Anything
maybe we'll talk about this.
On the creative side is a challenge. So that's something that I'm asking everybody in this series is sort of two questions really, is what are you excited about in media buying, and also what clouds do you see, what storm fronts do you potentially see on the horizon? So let's start with the fun, positive stuff first. What are you excited about in media buying at the moment? What's on your radar as something that's really interesting you?
I say it's pretty obvious, but a lot of people are looking to use digital marketing nowadays. So I think that's great for us, of course. Also, you probably heard about the privacy war with Facebook and Apple, etc. So as I said, we need to adapt, of course, but it's a great source of opportunities for us. So, for example, in my agency, I plan to focus on tracking a lot to help my clients better track their LTV, this kind of things, to get better results over time. So I think it's pretty beneficial, but we need to adapt, and it's a great. A lot of things have to be done today, because it's changing a lot.
Yeah,
that's fear and excitement at the same time.
There's probably a German word for that, actually, the fear and excitement at the same time, and that's that is, and I think it's going to be a theme through this series, is that the agencies that adapt and are on the front, again, another Australian expression, on the front foot, right? So that they're ahead of it with the clients rather than being reactionary with the clients. There are so many agencies that are going to get caught up. For example, they've been giving their their clients just the like 28-day tracking conversion numbers. So,
Yeah.
for a lot of media buyers listening to this will know this, but I tell you what, most of your clients will not know this, is that most numbers that when you're reporting conversions, you're reporting, well, if they buy at any time in 28 days afterwards, then that's counting as a conversion in the numbers.
Exactly.
But of course, that's going away, which automatically means that just science tells us that means most of your clients' conversion numbers, if you've been reporting 28 days, and I want to have a serious discussion with any of you who have been reporting 28-day figures, because as a direct marketer, I'm offended by you reporting 28-day figures. 7 days or one, I'm a 1 day window figure. I don't care about your ego. I care about sales, buddy. But that's another story for another time. But to Greg's point, right, if you are on the front foot as an agency, as a media buyer, freelancer, and saying, here's what's coming and here's how we're going to handle it and here's how we can turn it into an advantage. And you mentioned one of the ways, which was tracking. Could you expand? How do you see your agency being able to help with tracking with all the upcoming changes?
That's pretty simple. I think I will use other tools, professional tools, to help my clients better track, because it's more that when we think about just Facebook, it's all the applications, all the apps, all the networks. It's very, very good, great changing of our industry. So we need to adapt and adapt that fast, because it will be enormous. And also, it's for the better, because the Pixel was not a very good tracking technology anyway. So it will force us to use better systems that will bring better data for the long run. So in fact, for example, I was an affiliate for a few months, and affiliates in affiliate marketing, they are better at the tracking than media buyers, because they always have to do with that, you know.
Funny, when it's your money, you very much keep an eye on it, right?
Yes. Yeah, and they didn't have any way to track. You can't put your pixel on the offer site.
Yes.
You need to use back URL, this kind of thing. So we have to adapt and follow this route now.
Yeah, you don't see affiliate marketers using 28 conversion window, 28-day conversion windows. They'll go broke.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, in our agency, we always used 1 or 7 day click. So just after the click to report conversion. So our stats are pretty okay for now. But the update at the time we are recording is not active. But we know we will not lose a lot of data, but we will lose data anyway.
Yeah. And that's, by the way, that's a pro league agency, right? It was a pro, and that's sort of where I was getting to, at pro league, we have many pro league sort of sayings, but one of them is definitely, we're 7 and 1 day window tracking people. We're not 28-day track. In very rare circumstances, it I know there's an argument, but it just is. And what I think, what we're seeing, I think, which is really interesting for people, is that Facebook and particularly Facebook are using this as an opportunity to clean house, right? They know their 28-day tracking is like 28-day tracking, and what Apple are doing with privacy is not really that linked, right? It's not like intellectually. You're a programmer, Greg, right? You come from a programming background. That there's plenty of way. If you want to do, Google's doing it, and Google haven't. Google are not going, oh my goodness, they're doing other things though. Don't worry. Don't worry, folks. Everybody's cleaning house this year. But it gives you that as an advantage. Tell me, are there any particular tracking tools that you've got your eye on in terms of that you're looking in this post-pixel world? Is there anything that you are looking to utilize that you've liked?
Yes, I will use. I can talk about the product. I
Yeah,
can.
of
Yes,
course. Yeah,
it's
please.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I made a lot of research, and I think I will try with report because from my research, it's a very good alternative to other tracking tools that are more expensive or less expensive, but less powerful. So I think I will go this route. It's very early. I will have to test it first
Yeah. And I
during this
think
month.
everybody's in that same. So could you spell that
Yeah,
for me? What was the tool?
it's Wix report. Not sure if I pronounce it
Yeah,
well.
how do you
Wix.
spell that?
WICKED and
Yep.
report.
Ah, yes,
It's
right.
very
Okay.
known. It's very known.
Yeah, Wicked. Yeah,
John
Wicked Report.
Belcher talked about
Yeah, yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah, it's very known in that skill
Yeah, yeah.
community.
So,
So
so Wicked Reports is the tool.
wicked report. You say okay. Wicked report. Sorry.
See, and people will need a translation for my Australian accent into
Okay.
yeah. So yeah. So
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 I think I will use this because I made a lot of research honestly, and
yeah.
it seems to be the best solution. So I will
Yeah, look,
take this
and
as
I'm
my
asking the
charge
question of
for clients.
everybody because it's such core tech. It's the whole ad tech world is also changing because of all of
Yeah,
these things as well. So
just the
I'm always
type
interested to hear
tip
what.
of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, lot of
Hey,
things
tell
are
me in
changing.
terms of what you've been doing with the agency, any particular
Hmm.
cool projects or cool wins that you've had that you can tell us about that since we last talked?
Yes, I would say that since the last talk, that professionalization, hard to say for me.
Professionalization?
Yeah, thank you. That's better. So I took the time to write SOPs, to record training videos, this kind of things. You know,
Yes.
to build a team in the first place. So
Yes.
I'm a self-made man.
Yeah.
So it was very challenging for me to take one people, then two, then three.
Yep.
So it's a huge progress for me to go this route. So, as you said,
Yeah, right. To run
professionalization.
to professionalize and to
Yes.
professionalize it's a huge focus for us at Pro League over the course of the year,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you mentioned in your opportunities that media buying, I think, just was it's like one of the top 5 growth occupations in the United States right now.
Yeah.
So which is phenomenal, and that means that successful pro leaguers like yourself are now having to bring on more people, because the whole world's gone
Mm,
online. We've had this massive acceleration.
exactly.
It would
Mm.
have happened over the next 5 years, but thanks to, can we use that word? Thanks to the pandemic.
Not sure, but
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
thanks
yeah.
to
But, hey, we try to look at the bright side.
always something good. Always
Yeah,
something
yeah,
good in
exactly.
everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Let's look at the bright side.
So
And
so
so professionalizing your agency is something that's been
yeah,
important.
in
Is
terms
is
of
there
internal, yeah,
yeah,
and
was there a particular was there a particular thing that you read or learned, or that that you learned from doing that you'd recommend to other agencies?
I'm reading a lot about productized services.
Yep.
That I learned a lot about this. That's something that I like. It's very good.
Yes.
I like to the best of the two worlds, products and services. So this is by looking at productized services that I took the time to start to productize my agency. And also I launched a fully productized service, but it's in beta mode now. I've made some sales, but it's in the early stage. So that's what led me to the fact to create SOPs, to build a team, to program my agency. As a former programmer, yeah.
I was going to say that brings us back beautifully, because
exactly.
it's like designing a great agency is like designing a great program, right?
Exactly.
Is that you've got these flows and you've got these algorithms effectively.
Exactly. And I make the connection very lately, just recently, if you want.
Yes.
You know, as a former developer, it's that's obvious, but I need to plan my things like a program. And for example, there's something that change. Okay, we update the program to reflect that the SOPs, so the team can follow these new rules. You know, this kind of thing. So then
100%.
internal after that, I've got also a good feedback for a client if you want maybe something
Yes,
like this.
I'd love to hear that.
So I'm thinking about a particular client that we had a lot of problems with at the beginning, because our campaigns were flagged as MLM, you know, which occurs,
a common problem.
Yes, that occurs often on Facebook. And as I said, you need to have a holistic approach. So what I'm proud of with this client is that we helped her entirely rebuild her funnel, just to be able to run ads on Facebook in the first place.
Yes.
But finally, it helped her to get better results. So that's one of my best successes until now.
No,
and
so let me ask you.
She used a lot of organic traffic before.
Okay. So when you first got flagged, when you first started doing the campaign and you got flagged for MLM, which for those of us who are in the information marketing area or the coaching area, it's a common thing. And our clients get so furious when they get, right, they go, we're not MLM. And you say, so were you running traffic to a funnel that they had designed initially?
Yes, exactly. So we have to change entirely the funnel. So particularly the headlines and the pages themselves, and all the funnel, and of course the hooks, the copywriting,
Yes. Yeah.
So
and that's
go.
Oh no, it's just got a huge deal, right? That is a classic example, and this is what we're seeing in this series of when we're inviting people back to hear how they're going, is we're seeing agencies use creative, using my sort of name, using creative, aka
we always have to adapt.
Right.
The same thing. We have to adapt or die, like in nature, you know.
Yes.
Adapt
Very
or
much
die.
So. Yeah. And what's interesting is in nature, to continue that metaphor, if somewhat a little bit dangerously, is that too much food is as dangerous as too little food, right? Too much, you can a bacteria which overeats doesn't grow either, right? It dies off the thing. And in this environment right now of where there are plentiful, like there are so many, like I know, for example, in our matchmaker service at the moment, we've got 11 people who are desperate to hire agencies right now, right? The agencies can pick and choose their clients, which is great. But inside that, you have to be aware of, as you say, adapting. We're big fans, and it's going to be big focus for us over the coming year, of using creative as a serious weapon in a media buyer's arsenal, because the clients don't know how to make something compliant. Why would they know how to make something compliant? And they just they've done their funnels how they've been taught to do their funnel. They're copied from somebody else who's copied from somebody else, and
exactly.
There's and they're not to know, but that's a great, as you say, in the problem And maybe that's the,
Yeah,
maybe that's the
opportunity.
theme for this year. In that problem is the opportunity for
The
an
opportunity,
agency.
yeah.
And
And it made
that's
me
what's
thinking
exciting.
that we need to provide a lot of services around media buying. Just media buying is maybe not enough now.
Yeah.
So tracking, copywriting, funnel
Yeah.
building, all these kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where the team aspect comes into it as well, because
Yeah.
as you know, by definition, I think media buying, as we look forward, as we project forward, is going to be a team sport, right? It's not an individual sport, like it's a team sport.
Yeah.
And I think the quicker that we adapt to that, the more our agencies are going to collectively thrive. Hey, Greg, thank you so much for being part of the
Thank you, Ed.
AdSkills podcast again. It was some amazing points today, and I'm so thrilled to do this. Hey, if people want to get in touch with you, and particularly for those of, I know we're big in Germany in the podcast. I know we've got lots of Germans who love it. We've got lots of French and Italian coaches and information marketers. Where do people get hold of you?
The simplest is to go to my website, so I can tell the website. So hwmarketing.co. That's one of my websites. Yep. And I will be able to contact me easily. Fantastic. By Messenger if they don't want to take a call right away.
Yes, that's right. They may want to. Well, this is a great way of top of the funnel, right? This is a way of getting to know you and your expertise, right?
Just
higher bandwidth. There you go. And as always, of course, anything that we've mentioned in the show will be in the show notes, including, and most importantly, Greg's contact details. So, you know, swipe whatever way in whatever podcast player, or if you're watching this on YouTube, of course, in the description below, there'll be all of the contact details for Greg. Greg, thank you so much for being part of this today. And thank you for being such an awesome contributor inside of Pro League as well. We really appreciate your contributions as well, and all the best for what is going to be a exciting year. It's never a dull moment. As Confucius says, may we live in interesting times. All right.
Exactly. Thanks you very much. Thank you to the community. Bye, Ed.